Hi guys, today I'm going to tackle complex fractions, and complex fractions are fractions, technically speaking, where there are fractions in the numerator and the denominator. So there's a fraction within a fraction, so it's fractionception. I've already done a few above higher on the worksheet, but I'm going to do number 44 on homework 57 for trig. So I'm just going to get to that. And how to do it. So the way I usually like to do these to simplify a complex fraction is that usually in these all of the fractions within the fractions will have a least common denominator. So let's look. If we look here, x minus 2 is a denominator, x plus 2 is a denominator, x minus 2 is a denominator again, and then x squared minus 4 is also a denominator. So you find the least common denominator out of these four fractions that are within this fraction, and that's how you would simplify it. So what I'm finding here is that the least common denominator is x squared minus 4, because all of these denominators go into this x squared minus 4. X minus 2 times x plus 2 is x squared minus 4, x plus 2 minus x minus 2. If you know that quadratic equation, x plus 2 times x minus 2 is equal to x squared minus 4. That's a quadratic equation. So that applies here. So since the least common denominator is x squared minus 4, since all of these go into x squared minus 4, I'm going to multiply the whole thing by x squared minus 4. And that way, I will be able to cancel out all of the denominators and just turn it into a normal fraction. So 3 over x minus 2 times x squared minus 4 is going to be, well, we know because of this formula, the x squared minus 2 is going to cancel out. So it's going to be 3 times x plus 2. So it's going to be 3x plus 6. And then x over x squared minus 4 times x squared minus 4 is just 6. Let's move to the denominator. So you just go through all of these one at a time and figure it out. So 3 over x plus 2 times x squared minus 4. The x plus 2 cancels out, so it's going to be x minus 2. So 3 times x minus 2 is 3x minus 6. And then 1 over x minus 2 times x squared minus 4 is going to be equal to plus x plus 2. So yeah, that's what we got here. Let's move on. Let's see if we can try to simplify this down any further by actually adding this. 3x, we're going to do the denominator first. 3x plus 6 minus 6 is just 3x over 3x minus 6 plus x plus 2. So that's going to be 4x minus 4. Yeah. So I think that's as far down as it can be broken. I think. Yeah. Yeah, because 4x minus 4 can be broken down further to 3x over 4 times x minus 1 because of the 4's here. But yeah, this is as simple as you can get it. So that's how you get a complex fraction. You find the least common denominator in all of the fractions. You multiply it by that least common denominator. You get whatever comes out, and then you add it all up. And then you get a much more simplified fraction. So that's it. Hope you found this helpful, and bye.